I had a drawer full of half-used products and none of them were working. My scalp was flaking, my hairline was fading, and my beard looked dusty. And my skin, a total mess. Over the past 15 years, I rebuilt my whole routine from the ground up. I had to undo a lot of damage and learn what actually works. And I found 13 products that keep me looking fresh. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which products stop you from looking like you roll out of bed. You'll know how to use them and why they work when everything else fails. Because here's the truth. Every day you stick with the wrong routine is another day your face, your beard, and your hair are holding you back. Meanwhile, other dudes are out here looking sharp, getting seen, getting compliments, and walking through doors you never even knew were open. The grooming game moves fast, and if you're not locked in, you're getting left behind. So here's how this breaks down. I'm giving you 3 levels: daily drivers, weekly maintenance, and top tier upgrades. Level 1, daily drivers. This is what keeps your skin from drying out, your beard from breaking off, and your hairline from slipping further back. Every man should be doing this every single day. Number 1, this $2 upgrade. It's the difference between looking homeless and looking sharp as hell. You ever try to clean a burnt pan with the roughest sponge you can find? You scrub harder, thinking more effort means better results, but that grime still won't come off. That's exactly what you're doing to your beard with those old cotton towels your mama gave you. But your beard isn't burnt food. It doesn't need scraping off. Every time you rub that rough cotton across your face, you're putting tiny tears into every strand of hair. Microscopic damage. And that's why your beard is still dry, still frizzy, still breaking, even though you're using the good stuff. Now, a microfiber towel, that's like switching from sandpaper to silk. Same drying job, but one protects what you're working with and the other destroys it before the day even starts. It's a $2.19 fix, and it changes the game before you even reach for a product. Stop forcing the wrong tool to do the job. Use the right one, and your beard will show it. Number 2. You ever seen a dude dress clean, but his lips look like he's been eating drywall? Yeah, don't be that guy. Dry lips ruin your whole presence. Winter date, killed. Job interview, distracting. Networking event, they remember the flakes, not your name. I've been there. I was on a date where the vibe was solid, but I kept licking my lips the whole time. Not from nerves, they was just dry, cracked, and peeling. It looked like I had powdered donuts for dinner. So I grabbed this. Didn't overthink it, just used it. It worked fast. In a few days, lips were smooth, smile looked sharper, whole face looked better. Now I keep one in my whip, one in the drawer, and one in the jacket. $2? But it makes a grown man look put together, and that shows up before you even say a word. But you also need more than one tool in the bag. You need a plan for where your hair is at right now. And if you want to know what that looks like for your hair, get a free consult while I'm still taking them. I'll break down what's really going on under the scalp at your stage right now. No pressure, just the truth where you're at and what'll actually help. If you're tired of jumping from one product to product with no results, let's get you a plan that actually fits your stage. Number 3, back when I was trying to fix my hair, it felt like I was running a damn chemistry lab. Nothing seemed to work. I tried everything. Olive oil had me smelling like a salad. Argan was cool, but after a while, it just sat there. It started weighing my hair down and caused buildup. At that point, I was going to tap out on oils. My scalp felt bipolar, oily one day, flaky the next. I needed something that could lock in moisture without turning me into a grease ball. Here's the thing most guys don't realize. Every time you use the wrong oil, you're training your scalp to either overproduce or completely shut down. And once that cycle starts, it's hard to break. Then I came across this Reddit post. Dude broke down jojoba oil like it was a scalp care cheat code. Said it's the closest oil to what your scalp naturally produces. And he wasn't lying. First time I used it, it actually absorbed. Didn't sit on top of my scalp. No greasy shine, no buildup. My hair stayed soft all day. I didn't have flakes, nor did I have any breakage. Felt like for the first time, my hair was working with me and not against me. And you don't need the luxury brand version. The cheap bottle at Walmart works just the same. Number 4, I was throwing away hundreds of dollars every year and didn't even know it. And most dudes, they're making the same exact mistake. I used to pour toner in my hands and rub it all over my face like it was lotion. No real method, just hoping it landed where it was supposed to. Half of it dripped down my fingers, into the sink, on my shirt, everywhere except my face. I'm out here buying new bottles every few weeks, thinking I just need more product. But the real issue was how I was using it. Then one morning, this girl I was dating saw me. She watched for a second, then handed me a cotton round. She said, "You're literally pouring money down the drain. This is how you're supposed to apply the toner." And she wasn't lying. First time I used it, I could actually hit the spots that needed attention, like my oily nose, the dry patches, and around my hairline. I didn't spill a drop, didn't even waste a thing. Everything hit where it was supposed to. I don't apply any liquid skincare without cotton rounds. That $4 pack saves me $13 a month just in wasted product. Number 5, after years of showering, I realized I've been doing it wrong the whole time. You know that feeling after a shower, you're clean, but somehow you still don't feel clean? It's like trying to clean your floors with a mop that's already dirty. You dip it in soapy water, wring it out, start mopping, but all you're really doing is just spreading the grime and dirt around in circles. Your floor might look different when you're done, but it's not actually cleaner. You just move dirt from one spot to another. That's exactly what's happening when you shower with just soap and water down there. Sweat, buildup, natural oils. Soap ain't removing all that. You're not cleaning it. You're just pushing it around. You need something that actually picks up the mess. That's where witch hazel comes in. Put it on a cotton round after your shower, wipe everything down. And for the first time, you're actually removing the buildup, not just shifting it. No more of that fake clean feeling that wears off 2 hours later. Once you use the right tool, you finally know what clean is supposed to feel like. Number 6, 95% of the men out here, they're making their beards worse with the products they're using. And this right here, this is a step that changes everything. I used to think beard oil was the answer to everything. Every video I made, every post I wrote, oil, oil, oil. Softens your beard, keeps it moisturized, and that's what I kept saying. Then one day, I'm talking to this trichologist, and she looks at me like I'm crazy. She goes, "Oil doesn't hydrate anything, it just seals it. If there's nothing underneath to seal in, you're just coating dry hair." Man, that hit me. Because now I'm thinking about all the guys in my comments saying their beards still feel like dry grass even after using oil every single day. So I started testing, trying different stuff, getting real with it. And I realized we've been doing this backwards. So your beard needs moisture first, real hydration. Then you bring in the oil to lock the moisture in. That's why I created a leave-in conditioner specifically for our hair type, because coarse, curly hair, it needs hydration before it needs sealing. Number 7, there's this lie going around and it's messing up dudes' skin every single day. But once you know what it is, you can fix it in just a few minutes. A few years back, I came home from vacation in Cartagena, Colombia. My skin was stinging, burning, and it felt like something was wrong underneath the surface. I called up a friend who happened to be a dermatologist, and she said, "You got sun damage," even though my skin wasn't peeling. And I'm like, damn, come on, I'm black, I don't burn. That's when she broke it down to me. Told me I need to be using sunscreen, SPF 30, every day, even when it's cloudy. There's this myth in the black community that people say, black don't crack. But we still need sunscreen, because it protects us from more than just burns. It helps prevent hyperpigmentation and slow down aging. Yeah, black skin does have more melanin, and it gives us more natural protection around SPF 13, but that ain't enough. You still need to be using sunscreen every day. Level 2, weekly maintenance. Listen up, this is where most dudes quit. But if you stick with me, this is where the compliments start rolling in. If you want to go from, "He looks decent," to, "Damn, that dude looks good," this is where the shift happens. These aren't daily products. These are your weekly power moves. They keep everything fresh, clean, and growing the right way. Number 8. I discovered something that changed everything about how women react to my hair. See, I used to think hair texture was just genetics. You get what you get. But then I started paying attention. And anytime I was around my boys who had that soft, touchable hair, women will always find an excuse to touch it. Meanwhile, my hair, let's just say I wasn't getting the same energy. That's when I decided I gotta figure out what they know that I clearly didn't. Here's what most guys don't realize. Your hair is dead protein. And without moisture, it turns to sandpaper. At first, I thought conditioner was just for women. But man, I feel like a whole new man after I started using it. I grabbed a moisturizing conditioner, nothing fancy, just something that would get the job done. And it did. Brought the moisture back and my hair started feeling good again. And my girl at the time, she couldn't keep her hands out of it. Number 9, you really out here using Irish Spring on your beard, then wondering why women are pulling back when you're trying to get close? This is why. I was hitting the gym every morning, 5 a.m., using regular face soap on my beard. I thought I was doing the right thing, but my beard, it had other plans. Facial hair isn't like the hair on your head. It's coarser, it's curlier, and the skin underneath, way more sensitive. I was washing with regular soap every day. Yeah, it was clean, but it was dry. Squeaky clean, but squeaky damaged too. My trainer started noticing I was always scratching. He finally asked me, yo, what are you using on your beard? And I told him, just regular soap. Man looked at me like I was insane. He said, yo, bro, your facial hair needs different care than your body. That's when he put me on a beard wash, formulated to clean without stripping the natural oils. I felt the difference immediately. My itching stopped, the irritation was gone, my beard felt soft for the very first time in weeks, and it looked fuller too. I didn't have any more wiry texture and I didn't have any more patchy mess. Now I use beard wash daily, and my face, it actually feels comfortable all day. If you're gonna get one, I recommend the My Beard Wash. But here's what really changed everything about my face routine. Number 10, my $200 skincare routine, it completely stopped working, all because of one big mistake I kept making without even realizing it. I started noticing my moisture just sitting on my skin, not absorbing like it used to. Think about it, you're putting products on your face every single day. But when's the last time you actually cleaned off that wall of buildup? First time I used a face scrub, man, I wasn't even ready. Stuff started coming off my face I didn't even know was there. It was dead skin, old product, just years of buildup sitting on top. It was nasty, but it felt like I hit a reset. Didn't even know it was there. But once it all came off, my face could finally breathe. Now I scrub 1 to 2 times a week, just 60 seconds. That's it. But if you're gonna get a scrub, make sure it's a My Face scrub. Number 11, watching my hairline disappear in slow motion, that messed with me heavy. Until I figured out how to fix it. You know when your car starts to make that weird noise and you just turn the music up louder? You keep driving like it's nothing, hoping it goes away. But that noise, that's your engine warning you something's breaking down inside. And you don't realize how bad it is until you're stuck on the side of the road with smoke pouring out the hood. That's exactly what happens to your hairline. You start seeing the corners pulling back and the engine light comes on. Instead of turning up the music, you need to reach for some DHT blocking shampoo. It stops the damage from getting worse before it gets too late. 6 months after I started using it, my hairline stopped retreating and my confidence came back. I personally use my shampoo twice a week, but you can also look for anything with ketoconazole. That's the ingredient that actually blocks DHT. Level 3, top tier upgrade. Now we're in the big leagues. This is where you separate yourself from 99% of dudes out there. These are not everyday moves. This is the once in a month type of work that actually targets what's been holding you back. Real treatments for real problems. This is how your hair starts growing different. This is how your skin stops looking tired. Number 12, I was pouring $30 products on my head every month, wondering why none of it worked. Then I found a $4 fix and everything changed. Picture this, you're trying to water a plant, but there's plastic wrap over the soil. You see the leaves drying up, so you grab the watering can, start pouring like you're supposed to. The water hits the surface and rolls off. You're doing everything right. but nothing's reaching the roots. That plant still dying, and you're wasting time, effort, and money. That's exactly what's happening on your scalp right now. You're layering oils, treatments, growth serums, but it's all sitting on top of buildup, dead skin, old product, shampoo that never fully rinsed out, all that good stuff you paid for, just sitting there doing nothing. Here's how to fix it. Apple cider vinegar rinse. It strips away those layers that have been blocking everything you're trying to do. Just mix it in with water, pour it over your scalp once a month, let it sit for a few minutes. After that, your hair feels cleaner, shinier, healthier than it has been in years. Number 13. This next one, my comment section called me out. Same thing over and over. Yo, B, my beard's still dry, no matter what I use. That's when I realized we're all doing the same thing. Washing and oiling, thinking that was enough. But here's the problem. We're treating our beards like regular hair instead of what it actually is. It's coarse, curly, and thirsty. And here's what nobody tells you. A dry, rough beard doesn't just feel bad, it looks cheap. Like you don't know how to take care of yourself. I was staying with my cousin at the time, and she gave me that look. She said, "You ever deep conditioned it?" I looked at her like, deep conditioned? For a beard? She had to break it down to me, so she explained it like this. She said that it softens coarse, curly hair, especially if you live in a dry city or if it's just cold outside. She told me to leave the conditioner in for 30 minutes with a shower cap and let it marinate. So I tried it, and man, my beard had never felt that soft before. I didn't have no dryness, no stiffness, just moisture that stayed in. It was like my beard finally got what it needed. It's the difference between wearing a scratchy sweater and one made of cashmere. Same beard, completely different experience. Since then, it's in the rotation once a month. I treat it like a reset because if your beard still feels like sandpaper, you're not maintaining it. You're just managing the damage. Now you know what products to keep you looking fresh, but if you want to see what destroys dudes' hairlines for good, then watch this video next.